What's going on YouTube? This the Modern Man Experience. Back at y'all with another video. This one right here gonna be from Call Me Shape. We're gonna react to a video called 41 Boss Babe Fakes Being Married to Close the Deal. Man, you know you can't get enough of these modern women, bro. Bro, they all pay to play. They all boss chicks. They all chose the beer. They don't want no man, but at the same time, they crying on TikTok saying, why do men not approach? Without further ado, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
The video titled 41 Boss Babe Fakes Being Married to Close Deals. Let's get right into it.
There's a side of being a woman homeowner when it's just you, there's no man in the house, and that is having to pretend that you have a husband.
Wow.
Whenever it comes to getting certain things done around the house. I have lied to so many men. I've had to lie to so many men over the years just to make sure that I am not getting ripped off, because unfortunately that is the reality. I kid you not, y'all. I had to have someone come to one of my friends. They came to my house last week. They were over and I had him pretend to be my husband because I'm getting some landscaping done in my backyard currently. And I really wanted them to believe that there is a man living in this house. And like I had him go talk to the landscaper and like talk numbers and stuff like that, just to make sure that I am not getting ripped off, because as a woman, unfortunately, that is something that we have to experience, that we end up experiencing. And I will run numbers by my dad, by my friends, just to make sure that's not happening. And I will lie and straight up say that, hey, I need to talk to my husband, or hey, I need to do this. I need to wait on my husband first, because if not, if they think it's just you in the house, they will try to get off on you. They will try to play you. They will play in your face if you let them. So
she is being honest about that. Men will try to get down on a woman if she don't know the price of things, especially going to like mechanics.
I have learned, depending on the situation, I will lie and say that I am married, that I have to talk to my husband, and that I have to run numbers with my husband. And, like I will do what I have to do, okay? Because you're not gonna play me in my own house. Absolutely not. There's a side.
Oh, you played yourself in your own house. Who told you to buy a house by yourself? You played yourself. Now it's funny to me because women will do everything but secure a man. This lady is hiring men and pretending like she has a husband, maybe even wearing rings on her fingers so people would think she has a man in the house. Why? So she don't get ripped off. But what did that communicate? That if you have a man, you won't get ripped off. So instead of getting a man, you just try to pretend you have a man so you don't get ripped off. I think it's really funny to me because why don't you just hire women? Why don't you just hire women to do the jobs? Why not? You know, she never mentioned that.
Yeah, they do it so much better than men, right?
Why not? Oh, maybe because women don't do the jobs. So every job you need done in the house is done by a man. And if you want to get it done properly, you need a man there so it can be done properly. And it's common sense, but women don't think this way. They don't, okay? Now, on top of that, she's a single mom. Yeah, this is her daughter. This is her daughter. And look what she says. Life lately, quiet, peaceful, and still. Yeah, because she don't got a man ruining everything, right? But you wouldn't have your daughter if it wasn't for a man, so you need to be thankful to men to give you children. Because we give women children, women don't give us children. Yep. Don't let anybody confuse you. Anyway, this is another one of her videos I thought was interesting. Take a look.
Y'all know what type of content or what type of TikToks that I actually, I immediately scroll past. And I'll put that I'm not interested. It's the TikToks where like it'll be someone that's doing a mundane task, and like there'll be a text overlay talking about relationships are hard because of this. Like it'll be like relationships are hard because no one wants to whatever it is. I hate it. And the reason being,
you stupid,
is because 8 times out of 10, it's not 10 times out of 10, but I'm gonna say at least 8 times out of 10, the person that is in said video has toxic tendencies. Like they are most likely a problem. They're most likely a problem, or they're most likely doing the thing that they are talking about. And I think what bothers me is that a lot of the times it is people that are trying to portray like this, I'm gonna say like good guy image, or even girls, even girls. And like I've seen it in my own eyes. And they try to portray like this good guy or good girl image, but in reality, like whenever you are around them in person, you see how they act, or like
Men don't even make videos like that. So 9 times out of 10, she's talking about a woman, but she don't want to call women out singly. She want to try to put men in there to add on to say, oh, I'm not just saying men, and I'm not just saying it's women doing this, but it's mainly just women putting in his relationships hard on TikTok. Men don't even post shit like that. So we know she's talking about women, but she ain't got enough courage to say it because she too busy running around here thinking it's the sisterhood. But really, the sisterhood is the same reason why she don't got no man.
You or like they have dated someone, you know, whatever, and you see how they are in real life, and you're like, you're the total opposite of what you talk, like what you promote, what you talk about. Like it immediately turns me off. It immediately turns me off.
So clearly she's turned off by herself. So she says she scrolled past all these images and these posts on TikTok were showing people that have what she calls toxic tendencies. And the reason why they're toxic tendencies is because they're most likely the problem, right? And they're doing the things that they're talking about, right? So they're not who they portray. Baby girl, you're not who you portray. I'm sure you think you're portraying that you're a great woman, you're so smart, you're a wife, but you do the exact opposite. We never look at boss babes as wives, we look at them as headaches. And maybe we'll get into the feels. Maybe you're trying to feel something, but that's as far as it goes. Okay, we'll clap cheeks, and then you gotta beat it. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Okay, unpopular opinion, don't jump me, right? I don't like when girls embarrass men when they try to talk to them in public. Like, there was one time I was out, right? And this guy was trying to talk to this girl. He was trying to step down this girl. He was like, what's up, beautiful? He was like, how you doing? She was just like, ew, hell no. What the fuck? What the fuck? And don't get me wrong, right? Some of you niggas can be creeps. Some of you guys can be creeps. I'm not all the way on your side. But the guys that aren't creeps, the guys that just genuinely just try to go talk
Stop the cap.
to women, and women just shut them down so harshly like that, y'all need to cool it, relax. Me, I'm nice, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and, you know what I'm saying, be
Stop the cap.
whatever, but I'm nice to an extent of, if I'm interested, I'll just be like, oh no, I'm okay, sorry, I have a boyfriend, or I have 7 kids, or like, you know, whatever, like, you know, just whatever. Now, if he keeps on with the keep on, then yeah, girl, be a little spicy, you know what I'm saying, put your foot down. But if it's off rip, nah, bruh, I can't even imagine one of my sons, if I had a son, coming up and trying to talk to a girl like that. The fuck? I don't know.
You see how she has to, the last thing she says tells you everything about women. They think about themselves first. If I had a son, I wouldn't want my son to be treated that way. It can't just be, it's the wrong way to treat men. It has to be, well, it'll be the wrong way to treat someone that is related to me, that I care about, that happens to be a man. You see how it goes? But I like her point. She's not embarrassing men in public. That is a really bad idea. I agree with that. And it's actually stopping a lot of men from approaching. We no longer approach because of this. Just think about that. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
I'm really frustrated right now because the one man I want is the man I will never settle for in my entire life. I don't care. You could run me over with a bus, Regina George style, and I will still never resuscitate for that man. I'm really frustrated right now.
She will never settle for the man she really wants. Therefore, she really wants a man that she thinks she would have to settle for. Guys, I want you to tell me what you take away from this. What she takes away from that is the men she wants are dirtbags, are Pookies, are Tyrones. Realistically, on paper, they don't line up. But these are the men she feels something for. She wants them. Guys, I need you to understand this. Women only care about how they feel. They don't care about what's real. What's real doesn't matter. What's reality, that doesn't matter. What matters is how they feel. This is why you can't lead with your wallet. You can't lead with your status. You can't lead with all the great things you accomplished. She don't care about that. What she cares about is how she feels. And she's going to want to be with you if you make her feel something that makes her desire you. Now, Pookies, Ray Ray's, Playboys are good at this because they don't give a damn about women. And so a lot of women...
Yep, they put her in her emotional tampon, and they love that shit.
Women have to chase those men. And when you chase a man, you feel like you love him, you long him, because why would you be chasing him, right? That's kind of the point. If a man's chasing her, she don't feel nothing for him. You see how that works? Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Okay, so next year I'm going to Wimbledon, the Boston Marathon, F1, Art Basel, Martha's Vineyard, the US Open, the Kentucky Derby, New York Fashion Week, Cannes. Let me know where else I need to go if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, okay? It's time to switch it up. Okay, so next.
Oh, we picking up what you putting down. Exactly. You want to travel the world. You want to go everywhere. But you know where else you should go? To the gym.
Huh?
Get your ass in the gym. A lot of women, and this is what I'm telling you, they go by feels. Oh, it feels good traveling the world. Going to Fashion Week, going to Cannes, going to the US Open. But you know what feels good for us as men? A beautiful woman in our bedside. So if you ever...
Hey, y'all, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let's get back into it.
want to be with a man, you ever want to have a man in your bed, go to the goddamn gym. Okay? That's the most meaningful place you could go. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well from a gym girlie. Shout out to the Trinnies out there. Shout out Chanel from Trinidad. Or her roots are from Trinidad. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired and win with women? Download my free ebook. Let's get right back to the content.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are consistently working out, eating relatively healthy, and you're still not seeing your desired goals or results or whatever it may be, it's probably because of that liquor. I gave up alcohol for Lent and I just kept it up, and I've seen such a huge difference in the last 2 months. I lost 15 pounds. My skin looks better. I'm less puffy, less bloated, and I'm actually starting to see a little bit more definition from working out. So, that's something to think about. Try giving up alcohol for like a month or two and see.
No, how about trying to give it up forever? Alcohol is not needed, ladies, to have fun. But for you hood rats, go ahead and finish doing what you do, because you bitches ain't gonna change anyway.
How different your body looks, how different you feel. And yeah, that's all.
Think of it this way. A lot of people drink alcohol to disconnect from the real world. They want to disconnect from the real world. Again, I'm telling you, if you are an alcoholic, you drink a lot, chances are you invest in how you feel, not what's real. Okay, and she's an example. She was a girl who, I want to party, I want to feel good, have a good time. But guess what? You know what really happens after you party and have a good time? You get fat. You look chubby, you're puffy, your face don't look as good, you gain weight. Alcohol is not a health food. It's not. The best amount of alcohol in your body is 0%. Okay? And I know people, they look at it like, oh, well, I could drink and I want to have fun. Well, have fun. Okay? But you won't look like fun. Have fun, but you won't look like fun. Okay? Because when you're not drunk, how much fun can you have? Anyway, this is the same girl, okay? And look what she says. She says, you always at the gym, God forbid, you want a fat ass and a small waist. We support that, baby girl. I support the fat asses and small waists. Ladies, if you're going to travel anywhere, travel your ass to the gym. Get that boot time and that small waist. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, here's some great advice from a girl. I love what she has to say. She's giving girls advice. Take a look.
Them bitches ain't gonna listen. They gonna be like, I'm strong and independent. I can do what I want. Because I ain't doing it for no man. I don't need no man. You know what I mean? I'm a boss chick. I can do it on my own. But late at night, you know what I'm saying? When no man ain't there, they in that bed crying, eating ice cream or drinking boxed wine. You stupid.
Everybody loves a good glow up. But honestly, some of us could be investing in our appearance more. So here are my 3 tips for investing in yourself for those of us who are serious about leveling up. And for the record, you don't need to go out and spend all this money to go do this. This is stuff that you could do right now today. And if you need help with any of this stuff, hit my link in bio for more. Number 1, start dressing like the person on your vision board. It's like some of us are dressing like the old versions of ourselves, waiting for a specific time or a specific situation to start to be that person. You don't need more money. You don't need more time. You don't need anything outside of yourself. Stop wearing clothes that you were wearing in survival mode. Take a hard look at your closet and pull out the things that future you would wear. Add color to your outfits. Add tension to your outfits. Add that flair that looks like the person you've been saving on Pinterest. Start where you are. If you only have 2 or 3 things in your closet that work for that, start with that. Hit the thrift store. Do a clothing swap with your friends. Anything that puts you in that mindset to be the future you. Number 2, create a 5-minute routine across hair, makeup, and clothing categories. Find someone on IG or TikTok that has a similar complexion to you for makeup, whose style that you love. Start to look at what they're doing and start to adapt those things for yourself. You want to create a 5-minute, low effort routine that makes you look super put together every day. It might take some practice over time, but eventually you'll get to that point where you're starting to always look put together every day. Routines are also really critical to eliminate excuses when you don't feel like it, or you're in a rush, or anything that prevents you from being the best that you can be when you step outside, because we don't always have time for a full beat. Number 3, invest in your mindset. Now, I would love to tell you that all you need to do is just do things that are external, but as with most things, the work is on the inside, so invest in that too. So what does this look like? This looks like taking accountability, to be honest with yourself, to know that you're not going as hard as you could be.
Yeah, ladies, that's the main thing y'all need to do as women, for sure. Stop letting your feelings dictate everything you do and hold yourself accountable. That's the only way you can control your feelings and control yourself from out here doing crash out shit and getting pregnant by the wrong man. They complaining and saying men ain't shit. You have to take accountability for that, because men ain't gonna change.
It looks like challenging your thoughts like, oh, I'm only gonna wear that on special occasion. And talking back to those thoughts by saying things like, right now is the occasion. Getting in the mindset that how you dress and how you show up, your appearance, is an affirmation. And it looks like studying those people that you admire, studying how they move, studying how they got to where they did. So I promise you, if you study those things and model them for your own life, sooner than later, your trajectory would be the same, if not better.
Amazing advice. It could be applied to men and women, but I think women should definitely pay attention. Dress like your vision board. A lot of girls wake up, they get dressed, and they look like they haven't got out of bed yet. They look horrible, okay? They look like doormats. Just step on them. Step on them. Anyway, 5-minute routine. I think this is great because I see a lot of girls spend a lot of time beating their face and they still look a mess. So maybe if you focus on efficiency, you might have a better result. Finding out what's the absolute necessary things you could do and how can you do it in 5 minutes. And the last thing I think she said, which I think is absolutely necessary, is invest in your mindset. Let me tell you something, men and women. What's going to lead you to the transformation you want is your mindset, how you think about the world. The world don't got to change. You got to change. You got to change the way your brain works, how it operates. Because if you change the way you view the world will change. That's actually the interesting part. Like me, I had to accept that being a player, a pimp, is how I'm going to really get what I want from life, because I'm going to put myself first. I'm going to put hoes last, and hoes are going to put me first and what they want last. Yeah, I know it's strange how it sounds, because when it comes to women, less is more and more is less. So the more you do for women, the less women you have. The less you do for women, the more you'll have. Yep. I had girls ask me all the time, how do you juggle so many girls? By doing less. It's actually less work to have multiple girls than it is to have one girl, believe it or not. Anyway, I thought these other videos were interesting as well. This hits it on the head what it means to be a wife. This lady kicks it, she kills it. Take a look.
To all the women that want a husband, this is exactly how you do it.
Ladies, I may be mid, but here are 10 reasons why my husband bought me this Porsche. I don't argue. I speak calmly and leave space for him to run.
Hey fellas, man, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what this lady finna say right here, because just showing off that car alone lets me know that she's cooperating.
I assume his intentions are good, which makes him want to prove me right. I let him lead, then praise what worked. Example, I love the way you handled that. I treasure myself. He mirrors how I treat me. I protect my peace earnestly. No chaos, no reaction spirals. I don't ask, what are we? I ask myself, am I aligned? And act accordingly. I say, that makes me feel taken care of anytime he shows up. I rest visibly so he knows what he's protecting. I stay soft even when I'm right. He's not looking for a rival. He's looking for calm energy that he can trust. I'm poised, sincere, and warm in every room we walk into. This makes him want to keep me on his arm. Follow for more love truths that actually work.
I don't really have to add anything to there. All I have to say is a lot of women think you just have to look the part.
Clock that. Clock that.
Beauty fades at the end of the day. It's about being genuine, feminine, soft, and submissive. Yeah.
Yes, ladies, that's one thing women do not understand. We will take kindness, peace, sincerity, and loyalty over a dime piece any day.
A couple arguments gonna be is, oh, she's a white woman, or yeah, I'm not doing none of that, or he's probably still cheating on her. It's crazy to me how she just gave you the blueprint to make a man happy and most likely make the man marry you and do everything he can in his power to get you exactly what you need and want. and you'll find a way to bash this woman. It's crazy to me how a lot of women out there have the independent mindset. That's okay.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
You stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm gonna ask you one simple question. And you want to get married. Pack it up. So
these ladies are packed up, man. Shout out to this girl. She said it the best. She's mid. And a lot of you girls are mid. I'm telling you. But you know what makes her above average? Her mindset. Look at some of the things she said. I wrote some of it down. She doesn't argue. Round of applause for that. Round of applause for that. She doesn't argue. Many claps to her. She has good faith. She believes that he's always trying to do the right thing. A lot of women walk into relationships with bad faith because of past traumas.
Yeah, Kendra G. Let's use Kendra G for an example. Yeah, marriage ain't gonna be happy. I don't want to be into it. Shut you, Kendra G.
You stupid.
And one of the worst thing to do is deal with a woman that has past traumas, okay? So shout out to her for that. She lets him lead, and then she praises him when he leads. Oh, you make me feel taken care of. That was a great decision. This is excellent. She knows how to stroke a man's ego. She treasures herself. So that means she probably keeps herself nice and fit in the gym. Even though she's mid, that doesn't mean that her body can't stay tight. You can still have a flat waist and a fat ass, or a relatively nice ass, if you take your ass to the gym. How many times we gotta tell you girls, get a gym membership. Stop flopping. She protects her peace. There's nothing else I gotta say about that. Here's a great one. Instead of asking, what are we? Which, you know, a lot of girls say that after you clap in the cheeks for a period of time. She wants, oh, where's this going? What are we? She asks herself, am I aligned? She's trying to figure out, am I on your program? And on top of that, she stays soft, and she knows that she's not a rival. So she don't try to compete with a man. She don't try to jockey for a position, try to fight for power. She gives him the power, and she knows how to stay soft. Yep. Congrats to her. And this is the woman that's worth giving up all the hoes for. But everybody else, I don't even care if you're a dime. I don't care if you're Beyonce. I'm still clapping other cheeks. In fact, even if you're this girl, I'm still clapping other cheeks. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. Now, let's listen to a girl who doesn't look mid, but her mindset is mid. Take a look.
I recently discovered how important it is to date a considerate man. So I was dating this guy. We were dating for a couple months. I'm a mom. That's like a huge part of my identity. It's something I would never hide from someone. Flag. I live it. I breathe it. I'm a mom. Bruh. We're pretty locked in with each other. I'm talking, positive trajectory to make things official. I let it be known from the start. I'm only looking for something serious. I'm not doing the casual
You
thing.
Stupid.
He acknowledges. He says, he's serious. He wants to make this work with me as well.
That's cap.
Cool. We're on the same page, or so I thought. This guy was going out of town for work, so he was going to be gone for a couple of months, and we had one last weekend to spend together.
He hit, and then it was over with after that. I just keep it real.
This weekend also happened to be Mother's Day weekend. Reminder, I'm a mom. So we end up going to see a movie. We're having a good time as always. We click really well. Like, our connection was there. That was never a question. She's like, let's go back to my place. We'll have some wine. I'll make some dinner. We'll enjoy the night. So I'm like, perfect. Let's do it. And we're having a good time. We're sipping on some wine, cooking some dinner. And I'm like, oh, I need to go pee. Now, you know, I hate going into a man's bathroom because a man's trash can is going to tell on him every single damn time. Going pee. My eyes glance over to the trash can, and there are used makeup wipes sitting right on top.
Bro, you not his girlfriend.
And eyelash extensions on the floor. I take a few deep breaths, and I go out there and act like it's normal. Okay? I don't say anything. I sit with that shit for a minute. When I left the bathroom, I left it sitting on top right there, and I left the trash can lid open because I knew that at some point throughout the night he was going to use the bathroom, and he was going to see it if I left the lid open, and then realized that I had seen it. So the night goes on. I'm acting as normal as I can, and we go to sleep. whatever. We wake up the next morning and this shit's just really not sitting with me well. I'm like, there's no way I can't not bring this up. I go back into the bathroom and I let him know. It's crazy that there's makeup wipes in your bathroom trash can. Who did that? What is that? Makeup wipes in my bathroom trash can? Could never be, right? That whole thing. And I'm sitting there like, you lying sack of shit. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But I was really not trying to I'm not an argumentative person. So I'm going to address it and I'm going to let you plead your case.
Stop the cap.
And then I'm going to sit with it and decide if it's forgivable or it's not. When we woke up the next morning, it was Mother's Day. So I had plans to obviously spend with my daughter because I'm a mother, and he had plans to go see his mom, which totally fine by me because, again, he was leaving the following day to go out of town for work for a couple months. When I tell y'all, I didn't get a card, not a bouquet of flowers, not an iced coffee in the morning, not a dinner bought. I didn't get jack shit for Mother's Day. And on top of that, I just clocked that you had another at the house. And I didn't get a single damn thing. At that point, I wasn't even mad about the makeup wipe situation. I was more so mad that you did not acknowledge me as a mother. And that is like the most important thing and aspect in my life. It showed me how inconsiderate that person could be. It also taught me a very valuable lesson in that moment, is that I very much so appreciate a considerate partner, someone who is going to see me, someone who is going to understand me, and someone who values the importance in doing the little things. And
man, we're gonna end the video here, man. Look, first of all, you ain't his girlfriend. Second of all, you ain't considerate either because you had a baby before him and you expect him to just come in and be dun Captain Save a baby mama to the rescue and be your man, be your husband when he working on himself. You ain't did nothing in his life to make him who he is. You ain't considered none of that stuff. You went there when he was shooting in the gym. Well, all of a sudden, he got to come in and and come to the rescue and do everything for you and be considerate for you just because you expect him to. That ain't how this works. But anyway, man, it's the modern man experience. Shout out to Call Me Shape. I'm going to leave the video, the link to his video down in the description. I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all watch the videos, but y'all don't subscribe. Y'all don't hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. I appreciate it. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about these females down in the comment section. Until next time, it's the modern man experience. I'm out of here. Peace.